My fiancé hired my best friend to plan our wedding yesterday. I found their hotel receipt from the bachelor party weekend. I was in Daniel's office looking for our passport folder when I found the receipt for a king suite at the Ritz-Carlton. Problem is his bachelor weekend was in separate rooms minus and the guest listed was my maid of honor Ava. 3 weeks before our wedding, I am now planning a completely different kind of special day. When Daniel proposed after 5 years together, I was ecstatic. We'd built what I thought was an unshakable foundation minus supporting each other through med school, me and his startup. Him the 7-carat ring matched the deplorably board I'd shared with exactly one person. Ava my best friend since college. Let me help plan everything. Ava insisted over celebration champagne. You are finishing residency. I'm literally a professional event planner. It's the perfect wedding gift. Daniel agreed immediately. You two are so close, she knows exactly what you'd want. For 6 months they handled everything while I focused on my final rotations. They chose venues, menus, flowers, texting me options that always felt perfectly aligned with my taste. I was so grateful for their thoughtfulness, especially when my hospital shifts stretched to 16 hours. You two have gotten close, I mentioned to Daniel after they spent a full Saturday choosing groomsmen suits. She's basically family now, he smiled. I see why you've been friends for so long. 2 nights ago I needed our passports for our honeymoon booking. While searching Daniel's home office, I found a folder labeled B Grand Hall Party with the hotel receipt inside. A king suite for 2 nights, $1,200 with Ava's name as the guest. My stomach dropped as other coincidences suddenly aligned. The unexplained weekend work trips. Daniel's sudden interest in yoga and Ava's passion. His new cologne that she had randomly suggested when we met for brunch. I didn't confront him immediately, instead I called Jake, Daniel's best man. Daniel hasn't shared any photos from the bachelor weekend. Silence then. Vegas. We went fishing at his uncle's cabin in Michigan just guys. I thanked him casually and hung up. Then I pulled up our joint credit card statement. 3 charges from the Ritz-Carlton restaurant, 2 spa treatments, room service at 2 a.m. When Daniel came home, I was sitting in the dark with the receipt on the coffee table. Working late again, I asked. Clay, an emergency, he said, loosening his tie. You wouldn't believe the day I've had. I think I would. I turned on the lamp. Especially the part where you didn't go to Michigan for your bachelor party. His face went blank before cycling through confusion, shock, and finally that practiced calm he uses with difficult investors. I can explain, he started. Don't bother, I said, but I am curious how long. He sank into the chair across from me. 3 months. It just happened. Things don't just happen, Daniel. Affairs require thousands of choices. As he stammered apologies, my phone buzzed. A text from Ava. Final dress fitting tomorrow, can't wait. Dickes by Funkstert. I showed him the screen. Does she know I know? He shook his head. Perfect, I said, suddenly calm. His relief was palpable until I continued. I've just made some adjustments. I've invited every important connection in your professional network, my investors, clients, mentors. I've also invited my entire extended family, including my father who still believes in shotgun justice. I stood up. Tomorrow, I'll tell Ava I want to make a speech at the reception about our friendship. Then, during the ceremony, instead of vows, I'll read your hotel receipts and text messages. You two deserve a proper introduction to everyone who matters in our lives. You wouldn't? He whispered. You've given me a beautiful gift, Daniel. For 5 years, I thought the hardest thing I'd ever do was become a surgeon. Racked out, it's walking away from a lie. I'm moving in with my sister tomorrow. The engagement ring is paying off my student loans, and the wedding venue, I donated it to a domestic violence shelter for their annual fundraiser. Sometimes the most expensive lesson teaches you exactly what you are worth, and I am worth so much more than their betrayal.